Patricia for that. From KASNEB ICT, we have Stanley Asembo. Stanley, say hello to our candidates.
Good morning, everyone. Stanley Asembo is my name. Glad to be here. We'll be supporting you. Thank you.
Thank you, Stanley. So again, I'm so happy that you've joined this webinar so that you really understand how to navigate our computer-based examination system. So these two groups, business data analytics and financial modeling and data analytics, it's a post-advanced level examinations. It's actually a practical paper. I'm sure from the website or my loft, you have already seen the structure of the questions. So for both, we have the theory part. We have the multiple choice questions. Then where the marks are is the workbook, the Excel workbook. So it's important for you to have a laptop. Remember that you'll be using your own laptop. You'll be using your own laptop. Get a laptop that has a good MS Excel. You'll be given all these details later by Stanley. So we discourage students from having a Microsoft Excel of 365 because we've seen they require a password. So if you don't have the password, it will be really difficult for you to do the exam, and you want your exams to go on seamlessly. So please get a functional laptop that the RAM you'll be given that has a good MS Excel. You'll be able to download that Excel from the system. Jerusha here will be able to show you how to name it. It's important for you to name that Excel workbook with your registration number. So it could be NSE 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, without the special characters. Please have one Excel workbook that you're working with at a given time. Do not download many. And also, if you have some Excel workbooks from your place of work, first, we discourage students also from using laptops from work because sometimes they require passwords from administrators. Use your own personal password. Otherwise, you need to put all your files from the desktop. Let's say you're saving that Excel workbook in the desktop. Ensure that your desktop is clean. Put all the files in one folder, and we will not expect you to be checking on those files. Examination rules and regulations will still apply for these two examinations. First, you need to go to the examination center. That the exam will be on 21st of August. You need to go early, so we don't allow students who come in late past 30 minutes. So 9:31, no student will be getting to the examination center. I presume you've checked your examinations timetable, and the examination centers have been indicated in that timetable. So please do not be late. Check the examinations timetable very well. You can even download it today. Then all the rules, please read through them. They are at the back of your examinations timetable. I saw yesterday many candidates asking whether a particular center is a computer-based exam. So that should not be a problem to you because where you will be sitting your exam from has been indicated in the examinations timetable. So please ensure that you check the examinations timetable very clearly. We have like KCA, I saw some students last sitting, they were confusing KCA main campus and KCA Kitengela. So you need to be very keen in checking the examinations timetable. Further in the exam itself, so once you get into the system, of course, you will be shown how you will access the system. Please download the Excel workbook first, because that is where the marks are. You'll be shown how to do the work, save it all the time. Then later, like 10 minutes before the end of the time, this is a 3-hour exam. So like 10 minutes before the end of the exam, please upload it and make sure you submit. I always receive emails from candidates asking me to check whether they attached the Excel workbook. Please, that one will not help you because once the exam has ended, it has ended. The Wi-Fi will be provided at the examination centers. come with your chargers, come with your mouses. There are some people who forget mouses and they don't know how to use the keyboard. So be prepared. This is a very important examination, because after this, after you've passed this, you'll just be expected to submit the 1 year experience, for exemptions of the work experience, or you come for work simulation, you attend workshops, and that is it. You are able to graduate, then you can join our institute. So be prepared, and I really wish you the best. I will be seeing the questions that you might have. This training will be recorded. All the trainings that have been happening throughout the seasons are in CBE training. Yeah. So please continue checking this so that you are fully prepared. So without much ado, I'd like to request Patricia to come in and then invite the trainer. So thank you, and I wish you the best.
So thank you very much, Dr. Patricia, for that good introduction. And for today, our candidates, we are here to train you on CBE, that starts for computer-based examination. Those are for the students who are here for the first time. And we'll train you how to do the examination on your computer. Our lead trainer today is Stanley Asebel. Stanley Asebel, you can notify me when you're ready, but in the meantime, this is a group that carries their laptop to the center. So please ensure that you have a good laptop. Ensure that your laptop is has been checked by KASNEB. And more so, I always advise that always take the sample examination from today's session. Those who are there in yesterday's session, always take the exam from the laptop that you take the mock from. I've seen you, Stanley. Thank you. And also from the laptop that you take the sample examination from. That way, you'll have tested your laptop. I don't want to preempt the training, but please ensure that at the end of this session, that you're able to log into the system, and then that you can see the examination. You can take the sample paper. You can download the Excel. You're able to do something, even if it is not the real working. Then you save, and then you're able to upload, and then you're able to submit. It is important that when Stanley comes to train us, that you do these practically. If he tells you to open this page, and we'll be sharing the links on chat, the passwords on chat as he talks, please do it as he's saying. If he's talking of renaming an Excel worksheet, please rename. If he's talking of renaming the workbook, please rename. So that once you do it practically, you're able to gain that experience, and where you're stuck, you're able to ask for assistance in this session. Remember, tomorrow we have the mock, and it will be just advancing on supporting you and ensuring you that you're very, very comfortable with the system by the time you take the exam. If you check on your screen, we have question and answer. You can type your question under Q&A, and we'll be seeing them during the training, and we'll be able to support you. So thank you very much, and allow me to invite our trainer, Stanley Asebel.
Thank you, Patricia. Please confirm I'm audible.
Yes, you are.
Thank you. Good morning, everyone. My name is Stanley Asebel from KASNEB, as I had introduced earlier. I'm your trainer for today, and I'll be taking you through this training for today on how you can be able to log in, how you can be able to reset your password, how you can be able to go through the questions, the various sets of questions that we have. So I'll be taking you through, and today I'll be doing it practically, showcasing how you can be able to navigate through the CBE system, and will therefore handle any question that will arise as we proceed. So welcome again, everyone. So you'll allow me to share my screen. Patricia, you can enable me.
Yes, please retry.
You. Confirm, Patricia, that my screen is visible. So then we will use a platform called CBE Training. So the link, Patricia can help me type the link in the chat, cbetraining.kasneb or .ke. And then so you'll go to your favorite browser, the one that you use, and you type the link shared on the chat. That is CBE Training. So it should open something like this as displayed. Once you're here, this is for the purpose of training. For the purpose of training, I'll be taking you through this platform. But for the purpose of mock that you'll be undertaking on 7th, which is tomorrow, you'll be using the live platform, the same platform that you'll be doing the exams from. But it's similar. It's only that this is for purposes of training. So when you're here, one of the things that you do is you will find we have links. There's home, there's change password, there's the FAQs, the student downloads, there's the SMS services, the student code of conduct, and then the student manuals, and then my loft. All these are links which are very important in case you get stuck. So while I'm here, you realize I'm not logged in anywhere. I'm still just on the home page. So when you scroll down, you'll find the training resources. So just to notify you that at the end of this training session, all these, the recording will be uploaded, and you should be able to find it under this page, under the training resources. So when you're here, you can be able to look at the various trainings, go through them at your own free time, get clarification where you're not, it's not clear for you. And if you have any question, we have a support email that will be able to assist you in case you get stuck. So first things first, let's click on the change of password. So in case you forget your password, when you're here on the platform, please remember that you can reset your password. So here you put in your email. You put in your email and your password, the same password that you use. You realize this is a student portal, the KASNEB student portal, that you can use to reset your password. So again, this is very important. because you'll input your email, the one that you're using. And if you don't remember the password, then you can click forgot password. And then it will take you, if you for instance, you click forget password, you can just see what it will display. You should be able to put in your email at this point, and then you reset the password. So the password will be sent to you, to your email, and then from there you can comfortably log in the CBE platform. I hope you're together up to that point. Again, if you need access to the materials, for instance, past papers, you should be able to access them through MyLoft. So MyLoft is a platform which most of you are aware of. You can click on it again, and you will be able to have access to those materials. So I'll go straight in to log in. So when you click on login, I'll be logging in for the purpose of training. I'll use a dummy account. So allow me to use this.
Sorry, Stanley. Let me interject a minute. I've seen Abdirahman asking whether this is the page. No, it was, yes, whether that will be the page where the real exam will be posted. Now, for clarification purposes, this is a CBE training. We are using cbetraining.kasneb.or.ke for training purposes. However, during the exams, you'll be using cbe.kasneb.or.ke. cbe.kasneb.or.ke. So that is the only difference. For this one, it has training because you are being trained. The other one will be for the real exam. And I'm requesting Stanley, you just go back and log in again, cbetraining.kasneb, so that the other candidates who have just joined can benefit. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Dr. Patricia, for that. Okay, so allow me to go back. I had logged in already, so allow me to sign out. As Patricia had mentioned, we have two platforms. The first platform is cbetraining.kasneb.or.ke, which is specifically for purposes of training. And this is the platform that we are currently using in this session. For the next session, which will be the mocks and the live exams, we will be using the second platform, which is cbe.kasneb.or.ke. Why you should not worry about any of those is because after this session, and maybe there's a point where we will disable this session, so you won't be able to access this page because of the confusion that is normally there for students. But then once we disable this page, the only page you'll be able to access is the cbe.kasneb.or.ke. So for purposes of training, allow me to use this platform. I take you through. It's just a replica of the live platform, but this one has student resources which you can be able to use for training purposes, so that you familiarize yourself, you get to learn, and if you missed a session, you can be able to go back to the recordings that we've uploaded and again get to know what is happening. And if you have any clarification, as I had said earlier, you can send your request to cbesupport@kasneb.or.ke, and we have a team which will be able to support you in case you get stuck. So I think that's clear. So allow me now to log in, or rather, So one of the things that you need is access to internet, access to a browser of your choice. So for instance, I am using Microsoft Edge. You could be using Chrome, you could be using Mozilla, you could be using Safari, whichever browser you choose. This system is accessible through any of the browsers. So for this purpose, I'm using Edge. So you go back to this link, cbetraining.kasneb.or.ke. Then you click on it. So it will open this page. And I had showcased that this page, you can still access the training materials. You can still access the training recordings. You can access even my loft, which can take you to the past papers that most of the students will be interested in. So at this point, there's an icon on your top right, which is the login. So when you click on it, it should give you a pop-up box where should allow you to log in. So you will allow me to log in, and you can be doing as well the same so that we are together. So I'll be typing in my password. So once it's loading, there we are. Okay, so then you have my exams over here. There are two icons here that you'll experience. Allow me to take you through this. So once is a quick links, which will display the course notes, the dashboard, the site with the site home and all courses, and then the calendar. These are very important because under the calendar, when you click on it, you should be able to display more or less of the timetable with which papers you're doing when and what time. So you'll be able to have access to that. Again, when you click on all courses, it will display the courses that you're enrolled. And at this point, it is redirecting me to this particular page where there's the training resources. But for your case, you should be able to see all the courses that you're enrolled. And then under my exams, when you click on exams, in this case, we are doing BDA. So the BDA paper and the financial modeling paper should be there. But for your case, if you're registered or enrolled for BDA alone, you will only be able to see BDA paper. And there's something here, the 0% complete, meaning you've not attempted any of this course. So once you attempt, this percentage will change from 0 maybe to 100, depending with the level of attempt that you've done. So if you are still in progress, it will show the progress, the status of your progress. So I know most of you, if you attended yesterday's training, you're familiar with this. So we'll go straight to my courses, which is there's a second link, sorry, that I was to show you under blocks. So blocks, when you click on the course, it will be able to display for you the exact questions that you will be attempting. For instance, question 1, question 20. So let's click on the August 2025. Thank you, Patricia. So for this case, we are doing the August 2025. So this is the title of the paper. This is the date of the exam, the sitting, and the time. So all that is displayed here. And then you hover your mouse on this August 2025 sample examination paper for training. You click on it. So when you click on it, this is where you will land. You will see this attempt quiz highlighted in red. So one of the things that I like to highlight is that there's the part for instructions. So you need to read the instructions, read carefully and understand the instructions, because these instructions will guide you on how you're going to maneuver through the questions. So it's important that you take note of the instructions one by one before you rush to attempt quiz. So in this case, the instruction given is that this is a sample training paper designed to help you prepare for the mock and the final exams. So the instruction again is answer all questions, but for your case, during the live exams, the instructions will be a bit different. So you need to take note of that. So, and then number 3, the paper includes multiple choice, short answer, matching, and essay structured questions. You need to take note of that. And then questions are drawn from various domains for training purposes and may not reflect the exact format of the mock or the final exams. This is just a caution for you to know. But then if you want to see how the real exam will appear, then it's important for you to attempt the mock exams. It will help you understand the way the questions are structured, understand how to navigate through the system. If you're having any challenge, we will help. You will get help, and we'll be there to support you and to help to guide you to ensure that you have a seamless examination process. So then we'll go. You have a time limit given, and then the grading method is the last attempt. So we'll go straight to attempt quiz. When you click on it, it will require you to put in the password, and the password is student 5. So again, if you're on this page, let me see a thumbs up. If you're on this page, before you start the quiz, let me see a thumbs up. Let's get to 100 so that I know we are together. I can see 75, 91, 95. Okay, that's good. 110. Good. Right, you can lower your hands. So then the password here, you please, and you can type on the chat. The password is student 5, and then you start attempt. Click on start attempt. So once you start attempt, this should display. I think I put the wrong password. Let me try again. Remember, you must have the correct password for you to be able to attempt the questions. Patricia, please confirm the password.
Student, small letters.
Stanley, Ebu, show the password. Show the password before you enter. Just show. Click the eye.
Okay, right there.
Okay. Let me see. Which paper are you on? BDA?
BDA, yes.
On CBE training?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, I think we are in. Thank you, Sam. So once we are in, again, let me see how many have managed to log in. By show of hands, how many have managed to log in? You can see the first question. We are having how many? At least, yeah, we are 1 of 5. Good. At least we are together. So thank you. You can lower your hands. Let's proceed. Okay, so this is now where you start. You have your question. So we have the different types of questions. There's the MCQs, that's the multiple choice questions. And we have the essay or structured questions. So those are different sets of questions that you will encounter during both mocks and the exams. Again, remember, the moment you start attempt, on your top left, there's the timer, which will indicate for you how much time you have left. So the more you proceed, the more you continue with the exams, the lesser your time reduces. So it will keep reducing until you have 0 time left. Remember, this paper, for instance, BDA is allocated 3 hours, so it's not 2 hours. This one is just for purposes of training. And you'll have the question here in red, that's question 1. And then the question here is indicated, for instance, this is identify a factor that distinguishes a virtual meeting from a physical meeting. So this is just a sample, that's an example of a question. So you have options, you have like 4 options over there. So you are supposed to maybe choose the right answer. And then once you do that, you have the option of going to the next page, that is the next question. So when you click next, it will take you to the next question. I hope you're together up to that point. For instance, I've clicked next, and now I'm on question 2. So again, this is where you read, understand, and then if you're required to do your calculations, come up with the right answer, and then select the answers as provided over here. I hope we're together up to that point. Now, there's something I had mentioned earlier on the navigation menu that is on your left. So here, there's the item of blocks. There's a student who might ask, how can I see all the questions without going next, 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 next? Again, you can come here to click on the blocks. You will see all the 10 questions. So for your case, maybe you will have 20 questions, and then you will have question 21 to, or question 21 to 24. So you're supposed to either choose any 3. And then once you choose either 3 or 4, you will be able to do them as a structured or essay question, which now will require you either to download a workbook, undertake it. Then once you do that, you re-upload. And that is what we are here for. We'll be showing you how to do that. So on this menu, on section 1, there, for this, just an example, we have like question 1 to question 10. All of them, you're supposed to respond to them. So for instance, assuming my answer for question 2 is 1. So once I choose 1, and then I click next, it means I have responded to that question. The moment you respond to that question and you click next, your question, if you hover the mouse over there, you'll find the answer is saved. It will show you that that answer for question 2 has been saved. So then it means you have the option of doing another question and then again do the same, go to next, and then it will auto-save until you complete. So you will find that the ones that have been responded to appear different as opposed to those you've not responded to. So the color, there's that color aspect that will help you distinguish the 2 questions. I hope we are together up to that point. And then the moment you continue responding to those questions, all of them at some point will gray out. They'll be grayed out with this color. So that means all your answers will be saved. Again, on each question, you will notice that there's the issue of the flag question. So flag question is mainly used to, for instance, if there's an issue with that question, you can either flag it out by clicking on the flag, and then it will change the color. And then when you look at this section, you will find that it has been flagged out. So the color is red. That means that once you've responded to all the other questions, you can still go back to that question. If the issue has been sorted, then you can remove the flag and click next. Alternatively, if there are some very bright students who, for instance, they may tell you that maybe the answer provided is not the correct one. So what we tell you is please flag it out. And then as we sort the issue out, then we'll be able to know that this question was flagged out. So we look at the reasons why the question has been flagged out. If it's something that we can sort within that period that you're undertaking the exams, it will be sorted and you will be able to proceed. If not, when we are marking, we'll be able to see that this question was flagged out. So it's very important. Again, when you flag out a question, and the answer, the question has been resolved, then you need to remove the flag. Alternatively, the flag may be used by even not necessarily the question having an issue, but you as a student, you're not sure of the answer, or you want to put it pending, then you will come back to it later. So you flag it out so that it doesn't confuse you or you confuse your thought process. So that one, and then once you are done with all the other questions, you can still come back, look at it, remove the flag, then proceed. So all that is allowed, and that is why we have that function over there to support you in that. Again, when you, so for instance, this is just doing it for training purposes. When you click on your answer, you go next, you'll realize that the color will keep changing until you finish the question. So this section under blocks will help you select the question that you want. For instance, there are those students who want to start with the section 2, which carries the majority of the marks. So for section 2, which is a practical bit, when you click on it, this is now where you are required to download. Again, the instructions given. So allow me to just read them for purposes of training, and then we proceed together. So again, let's all move to section 2. And if you are on section 2, show me by just giving me a high five or a thumbs up so that I can know I'm not talking to myself. Okay, I want to see 100 of you. You are at 70. Let me see. Okay. That's good. We are at 97. That's good. At least we are together. So then you can lower your hands. Then we proceed. So section 2, click on MS Excel to download the question. So MS Excel, this is where now the rubber meets the road. So this is now the practical part. And remember, this part carries the bigger chunk of the marks. So you'll find that the devices that you bring, I'll be mentioning that later. On the devices that you'll be coming with, if it doesn't have MS Excel, then you have a big problem. So, and that's why we will be giving you the minimum specifications for the laptops that you'll be using during the exams. So then click on MS Excel to download the question. So question 2, instruction number 2, rename the file by appending your registration number without /. So for instance, if your registration number is NAC /50, then the instruction given is you omit the / and you just say NAC 50. So that is because Excel has restrictions when it comes to special characters. So a / is a special character, so it will not be able to accept when you save it as that. That's why you need to omit it and just save it as NAC followed by your registration number. So again, instruction number 3, attempt the question in the downloadable file. Each question and answer should be in the same sheet, or create a new sheet for each answer. That is very clear. So this is where now it's the same question. It's one sheet. When you click, we'll be clicking on it, and you'll be able to see how it appears and how this instruction and why this instruction is very important. And it will also guide us on how you be able to respond to your questions and how to save them as well. Again, the last one, save your work and upload on the space provided. So this is the space provided. We'll be showing you how to upload, how to save, how to upload, and then we want it to be as interactive as possible so that you understand every bit of it. So let's click on this MS Excel. So you can also click on it So I'll open the file. So when I open the file, let's see. Sorry about that. Patricia, you can confirm you can see my screen, or Samuel?
No, we are still left on the browser. You need to share the entire screen.
Oh, okay. Let me share the entire screen. Sorry about that. Give me a second. Sam, confirm?
Yes, now you are okay and we can see you.
Thank you.
Asante.
Right. Thank you for the confirmation. So then we have question 21. So the instruction, answer question 21 and 22, then choose one more question, that is 23 or 25. You also need to take note of the fact that this is just for training purposes, but for your case, there'll be instructions given and you need to read clearly and understand. So this is question 21. This is a whole workbook. So we have sheets, which are, every sheet is every question. So there's question 21, there's question 22, there's question 23, there's question 24. So again, you've been given a choice to choose. So here, there are two questions that are mandatory. That's question 1, question 21, and question 22. So these ones, you must respond to it. How you respond to it, we'll go back to this instruction over here, instruction number 3. It says, attempt the question in the downloadable file. Each question and answer should be in the same sheet. So that means that when we come back here on this sheet, you can either do your answer down here, put your answer here, or alternatively, you can insert another sheet just after that. And then you rename it as answer of question 21. So whoever is marking, when they look at this, they will know that this is question 21, but this is now where you have put the answer. So you can as well just drag it to come over here so that they follow each other. So there's the question and then the answer. And then you can rename it as question 21. Answers. So once you're there, then you have your whole working space. So this is now where you can come, you do your workings here, everything, save, and then go to the next set of questions. So again, you have two options. Either you do it from this side, still allowed. Same question where the question is, and then below it, you give the answers. Or alternatively, create another sheet and rename it. Ensure you rename it. When you're creating another sheet, ensure you rename it properly so that it does not confuse the marker. That is very, very key. I hope you take note of that. So again, let me see by show of hands, how many are here? Or are we together so far? By show of hands, so that I can know we are moving together. 115 of you. We are at 130. You pressed your hands. Okay, we are together. Okay, that means we're okay. Thank you very much. So at least you're encouraging me. So then we can go to the next question. So here you'll do your workings. Do your workings as much as you can. Draw whatever you have to draw as long as you adhere to the question. Remember you're answering this question. So once you answer the question, everything, remember, look at this, it has 30 marks. So this is a very serious question and you need to take it into consideration and give it your best so that you get it right. So then once you respond to it, you need to save your answer. So when you save your answer, you go to the next question. So again, you have two options. Either you use the same format. If you're using this format of creating another sheet to represent where you'll be inputting your answers, please be consistent. There's nothing as good as being consistent. So if you're using this format where in the same sheet you're putting your answers, also be consistent so that it is easier for whoever is marking to get to your answers and mark. As opposed to you're doing this, the answers are inside here, and then when you jump to the other question, again, you decide to create another. So that one, it will be a bit confusing and it will take that person more time than expected. Remember, you want to do it, to do everything with consistency. So if you decide that every question you're going to create a different sheet where you'll be putting your answers, please do so consistently. But if you decide otherwise, that every question, every sheet, you're going to have the answers in the same sheet, again, make it very consistent. So if question 21 is the same, do it across all. I hope we are together up to that point. Now, moving forward, this is now the other mandatory question that you're supposed to undertake. So you need to read the instructions, read the question clearly, go through it, and then now you start responding. Again, this is just for purposes of training. It has 30 marks. It may have 20. It may have 25, depending with how the questions are structured. But for purposes of training, it has 30 marks. So then it means that you need to put some effort into it and ensure that you get it right. So again, as I had explained earlier, be consistent with the way you respond to it so that it is very easy for whoever is marking to do that. Then again, you come to the optional question where the instruction was you choose either 23 or 24. So that one you choose one. So now, this is where I advise, please read the two questions, understand, look at, make a choice, because it's all about a choice. Choose which question you're more comfortable to respond to and respond to it. But again, we have very, very amazing students who decide, these two questions, I'm going to do all of them. It's okay. But remember, when I come back here, our timer is just reducing. So if you choose to do all of them, the timer is not static, waiting for you to respond to all of it. It is still reducing as you proceed. And so you don't want to get to a point where you are time bad and you're caught up with time and you do not want, you haven't even uploaded what you've worked on. That will be catastrophic. So again, follow the instructions very clearly. Ensure you are very consistent with the way you respond to your questions. Ensure that you are there to the instruction. Ensure that once you've done that, you have saved your work. Again, there is nothing as bad as you have done all this within 3 hours and you have saved nothing. And then when you come to uploading, you upload the questions as you had downloaded them without the answers. That one is heartbreaking. I think I would just say it that way. It's heartbreaking. Even the person who is marking, sometimes they get heartbroken because the effort that has been put into that. And then instead of uploading the answers, you upload the wrong document. That is really, really bad. So again, we have seen instances where that has happened. We have seen instances where you've done your work and then maybe you're remaining with 10 minutes because the timer is still ticking. You go and upload a document that you are using for study or you're using for revision purposes. So then it begs a question: was this student following the instruction? But you won't know that. So when the results come, you blame KASNEB. KASNEB, they're failing us. Some of these accusations we get. But ideally, it is you. It is on you. You've done the mistake. As we are not there when you're uploading, but you have uploaded the wrong document. So it still boils down to you. So again, be very careful. Be very careful with how you upload. If you have any challenge in uploading, I'll be showcasing. I'll take time to just show you how to upload those the workbook. And there's also a reason why the instructions are very clear on working the answers within this workbook. It was very intentional to enable you not to do the answers elsewhere so that you end up uploading the wrong document. So it was very intentional. So you make sure you stick to this. Stick to this as much as possible. I hope that is very clear. So then allow me to save this. And then I take you back to how you'll be able to upload. So I'll be saving that. So let me just save it somewhere. Sorry, I'm using Office 365, so it might appear different the way your use is appearing, but it's the same. Again, it's compatible, so you don't need to worry about it. So there's this here, CBE August 2025. So I'll save that over there. So once I've saved, I've known which folder I've saved, then it becomes very easy for me to locate it when uploading. So this is one of the things that we'll also be mentioning when it comes to your laptop. What information is there and why should you maybe clean it up to ensure that you don't confuse. So those are some of the things that we'll get to talk about. Again, you're back here. Remember your timer is still going, reducing as you proceed. So when you're here, there are two options. Option number one, this is where I want you to be very, very alert. Please, maybe you can just give me the attention. Those who are working on their workbooks, please, maybe you can just give me attention so that I can explain this. When you come back to upload your document, there are two options. Option number one is this file over here. So you click here on file, and then you choose the file. And then you need to know where you have saved your work. It's very important. Mine, I've saved it here. So I'll go over here and then open. You select it and then open. So when you open, it is over here. It's over there. So remember the instruction at the beginning. The instruction was save, omit the slash, the /. So if your registration number is NAC/50, so you omit that /50, put NAC50. Then once you've done that, you come here and upload. So the author is coming as student 5 because I've logged in using student 5. But for you, for your case, it should be able to pick your details, either the registration number or your name. It should appear under this. And then you upload your file. It's a very simple step. That is option one. Option two. So option two, allow me to just delete this. Option two is where you use drag and drop, which is very simple. It's actually simpler. So I'll open the folder and then minimize it. So when I minimize it, I'll have access to my page, and I'll also have access to this platform, to where I've saved the file. So you click on it, you drag, then you just you release your mouse, then you drop it there. That is very simple. But when time is not on your side, it might look simple, but it is not simple, especially when you do not have time. So we've seen that, and we just encourage you to finish your work. Confine yourself to the instruction and confine yourself to the question that you've been requested to do, so that you have ample time to be able to upload what you have done. And then once you've done that, you can finish attempt. But I want to show you something. But before I show you something, by show of hands, let me see how many are with me at this point. How many are okay? You're comfortable, you can upload. Okay, you can see quite a number. 120 hands are up. That's good. That's good news. So we are together. We are together. If you have any challenge, please type on the chat. We have a team that is willing to support you. And we'll also have a Q&A session. So we'll be taking you through all this. Now, there's something I wanted to show you. Assuming you've uploaded, but then you realize whatever you have uploaded is not the correct one. What do? You come back here and then click on what you have uploaded on the file. There's the option of delete. So you just delete it. Once you delete it, it will assume that you've not done anything here. So again, you'll go back to your file, choose the correct one, choose the correct file. Once you choose, and then you select it and upload. So once you've uploaded, again, you save as required, and then you upload this file. So that is how you can be able to delete and re-upload if you are not sure of what you have uploaded. Another option is updating. There's the update function. So this one again, you can update the way you've saved. You can delete it, and then you update as there's the function update. So it will update whatever you have saved to the one that you need. So there are two options, but for me, delete works for me. So I don't know what will work for you, but you will get to choose. Okay, so we are at this point where we have uploaded our file. We are comfortable. We are happy. Again, you have the option of, before you finish attempt, you have the option of going back. When you go back and you've uploaded, you can see it's already grayed out, meaning that answer is saved. So you can go back, redo the question you've not done, the ones that you flagged out, do them, ensure that you're within the confinement of time, and then come again and finally do what? Finish attempt. So here, when you click finish attempt, it means you're happy that whatever you have done, you've done it to the best of your ability, and you want to now leave it and walk out. So then once you've done that and you're here, you have the option of either you return to attempt to continue, because it will give you a summary of all the questions that have been answered and those ones that have not been answered. So it will give you a very brief summary over here. If there's a question you've not answered, you can click return to attempt, quickly go through it, attempt it, finish, save, and then come back and finish attempt. So I hope that is clear. Then you come finish attempt. Once you do that, then now you submit. There's the option of submit. So when you submit, it will record the time that you have submitted, to record the date and the day that you have submitted. So when you click submit all, so if you've not answered any question, it will give you a disclaimer. But for this purpose, we're just doing it for training purpose. So we'll proceed and submit. So I hope that is clear. By show of hands, Let me see how many are with me. Can raise your hand. We are at 110, 111. Okay, so that means, okay, we are good. All right, you can lower your hands. So then I think that is basically it. That is how you navigate through this. That is how you attempt your questions. That is how you navigate through this platform. And I'll be maybe briefly taking you through the devices that are required for you to be able to undertake these exams. So in the past, we've been doing it, how we've been doing it is that when you are Saturday to the exams, we have we tell you to come with your laptops. We have a look at them, especially those in Nairobi. But we have the specifications. We'll share with you on email, and I'll mention them here. So you look at your laptop, look whether it meets the specifications. If it does, then see you in the exam room. If it doesn't, then look for a laptop that does, and familiarize yourself with that laptop so that you don't come to the exam room and it's your first time to use that laptop. It might give you a very big challenge. Again, let me mention briefly. So the minimum specification, maybe you can note it down. One is you need to have your laptop should be Core i3 and above. So we are talking about Core i3, Core i5, Core i7, Core i9, and any other. Or even there are those of Ryzen 5, Ryzen 3, 5, 7, like that. So that is the processor. And then for the RAM, the random access memory, the laptop should have a memory of at least 4 GB RAM and above. So if it has 8 GB, it has 12 GB, it has 16 GB, you're good to go. Again, your hard disk should be either 500 GB and above or 256 if you're using SSD. So for the SSD 256 and above, you're still okay. Now, for the operating system, you should have at least Windows 10 and above. That is Windows 10 or Windows 11. There are only two. So Windows 10 or 11. Either is still fine. For the MS Office, Microsoft Office, we recommend 2013, 2016, either 2013 or 2016 or 2019 or 2021. Or if you have a license for Microsoft 365, it's still compatible. But if you do not have a license for Microsoft 365, please get another machine that will help you. Because what happens with Office 365 is if you don't have a license, then clearly you will not be able to even type on that Excel. And as you can see, the Excel part carries the most marks. So you don't want to find yourself in that position. So you can either look for a laptop that has, or if yours has a license, then well and good. For those working, your ICT department, they can help you. Your teachers, again, can still help you. If you are not sure of your laptop, then go to the examination center where you will be sitting the exams within the week. Please don't come on a Monday morning. Monday morning, it is another day. Come at least Monday afternoon there when things are relaxed. That one the person in charge will be able to check for you. You can just ask for a KASNEB supervisor and they'll be able to support you, check your machine and advise accordingly. So please, Monday morning, please avoid. Any other time, it's okay. So that is if you're not within Nairobi. But if you are within Nairobi, you can still come. Even now, come we'll be able to attend to you. We look at the laptop and we say it's okay. But again, we will share with you the minimum specification, so you can have somebody who understands, look at your laptop and tells you this one, and that person will advise you and tell you this one meets the minimum specification, so you're good to go. So you don't need to come. With the specification that we'll share with you on your email, I think you'll be good to go. Otherwise, thank you very much. I think I'll hand over to Patricia Gitonga. Thank you. Patricia or Sam, you can take us through the next session.
Thank you. Thank you, Stanley, for that detailed training.